Good morning, fellas. It's Saturday morning, 8/5/2017. I've only got just a couple more days before I'm taking off to drive across this great nation of ours. I did a video on the national NAACP, had a national warning going out, don't drive through Missouri. So we've been looking at, other ways we can get across the state. Now, that started, by the way, as the president of that chapter over there is mad because the governor signed a new law to stop what they call the flow of frivolous racial lawsuits, or to slow it down. Now, if there's a minority that's feeling oppressed or hurt by someone, they should have the right to sue them. But I guess they're getting a lot of them over there, and they want to slow it down. That just sounds kind of suspicious to me. But anyway, we'll be trying to avoid that state if possible. Interesting, one of Jovan's son, it just hired a guy at his job from Missouri. So there are black people that live in Missouri, and apparently they don't want, they try to avoid people who are traveling, because there was one fellow that ran out of gas, and just because he ran out of gas, he ended up dying in a jail. Oh, well. This is America. Unfortunately, that's how it is here. But enough of that shit. Let's get on to some other topics. I want to go through my recent comments. Jelly, sorry to hear the bad news. He didn't realize it was old, 2013, when my boy Craig's father passed away. He saw that video. And as I said, he was one of my mentors in life. He would take me out to lunch and we would talk. He really appreciated what I did for his son, to try to get him straight. So him and his brother, Craig's uncle, they both took me out one time and they really thanked me for it. Tried to get him on our side of the fence. And it worked for a while. But then his natural self came out. P. Martin, blame his mama? Do you think he spends time around middle-aged men? That's under the video, Weak Men. And then he goes, then again, he might be retarded. Nope. See, you can learn a lot from older males because we're of a different generation. We'll point out shit to you. Don't be like one of the members here. I'm going to keep talking about you, Jonathan, because what you did was just feminine. Don't be like when the people here arguing about it, then came and did the same thing he was arguing about, acting feminine. It's just not worth it. Don't fight over a girl also. If you catch a girl cheating on you, chalk it up to the game. Recognize that, you did something wrong in your game. Like, don't be like this one particular idiot right here. Now, this is, of course, the show cheaters. I'm not going to play the sound. So she's the one that's letting that's her. The other guy's the baby's daddy. So he's just the boyfriend, And, she's fucking around with the baby's daddy again. And these two, he's telling me, you lightweight motherfucker and all that kind of shit. They get in there, throw down. And he's saying, come at me. He's talking a bunch of shit to the big boy. Skinny guy's talking shit to the big boy. These guys, look how he threw Joey aside like he's nothing. I think they should let him go, myself, and see what big boy can do. Now, I want to show you guys some of these young motherfuckers' punches. It's a joke. They hit like girls. Don't stand there arguing over female. Don't beg her. If she didn't cheat on you, look, watch this. He's trying to beg, why'd you do this? She did it because she wants some dick. She's a trifling. See, look at his hands. Don't ever do that shit, okay? You play your game. You show yourself not to even be a man. She won't respect you either after that shit. Let's go on, because they're still going. She's telling you ain't got a job, all that kind of nonsense. What are you fucking with if you ain't got a job? And don't sit there trying to explain, if she cheated on you, recognize that there was a weakness in your game. Either your sex game is weak, your combo game is weak, or you just a weak motherfucker to begin with. But she shares a child with this guy. So you got to recognize that that's what their connection will always be. Don't be the dude over there, you know, trying to fight the other dude and shit like that. That's not a good position to be in. Watch. Okay, he hit him. Now watch with it. Oh, you got your guard down, brother. Look, that arm way out. Brothers, we need to learn to fight. Then look at that punch. He feels like a little sissy. Then put his knees up. Won't say this. Come on. There's all kinds of shit you could do if he climbs in there. Eyeballs. Oh, never mind. You guys study martial arts yourself. That's one of the things that I don't play fair. And I just have this instinct that goes off. Because I studied martial arts as a kid. In Japan, I was in their Shotokan, and I came to States. Chinese Kempo, Taekwondo, Aikido. So if I'm sitting down there, I'll let him come in the car because I'll fuck his ass up. I mean, there's so many weaknesses you can exploit, but that's another story. Anyways, you don't want to end up like this. Don't call cheaters. Dump the bitch. Don't even talk to her. Just don't even call her. Just don't pick up the phone anymore. Let her wonder what's going on. If she ever catch up with you, yeah, you cheating on me. She don't deserve your phone call. She don't deserve your time. She don't deserve nothing. It's your ego that wants you to, you know, why? She like the motherfucker's dick, okay? That means, you know, work on your sex game. Work on yourself. So next female can do it. You know, big boy can lose some weight, but, you know, obviously she likes big boys. That's why she's with him. She's the one skinny chicks like big dudes. Don't sit there telling Joey shit. Just like if you're black, don't call the police. If you're black, do not call the police. Handle shit yourself. Okay, all we do is get nothing but trouble if we call the police. How many people died from us calling the police? Fuck that. Don't bring them into the neighborhoods. And don't call Joey. All right, let's get back. Comments. Okay. Daniel Velasquez, welcome to the show. I think I mentioned you the other day. Caleb, you're real OG. Laugh my ass off teaching these suckers, goofs, and goobers. He's using my word, goobers. Goobs. Left brain, right brain. I hate when people do this. Daniel, I hate when people do this. I'm both. Fuck. No, you're not. Left brain, I hate when guys do that. It just irritates me to no fucking end when I say, okay, which are you, left or right brain? I'm both. Go like this, God damn it. See, I'm irritated. Go like this. Look at your thumbs. Which goddamn thumb is on top? They're both not on top. There's gonna be one thumb that's on top, and that's the side you are. If your left thumb's on top, that means you're right brain. Okay? It goes in opposites. Go like this, God damn it. Go like this. What thumb do you see on top? That's your natural instinct. That's your natural side. You're one or the other. Now, I'm not saying you can't access both sides. I use both sides to get through school. You need a logical side. But you have one side that's dominant. Excuse me for yelling. Daniel, it's been a long time. I've been dealing with guys like this for a long time, man. It just gets on my nerves. I'm both. No, you're not. You can access both sides. You know, one side's probably, one side will be stronger than the other. And that's your dominant side. Caleb, thanks for coming. Daniel, Brother Jack, I respect you in this stuff. Amazing. I'm keen to purchase a book off you if you've written one and actually work it. I want to show you guys, I'm working on my site. I don't know if I put up a video yet. I've made a video. Let me get your feedback. So I had went to, I'm just going to start advertising. This is my new site, the new look. This is the blog. So I took care of, put feature photos in there. So this is what the blog now looks like. Lots of different videos and podcast shows. You guys should be going through there. I mean, let's take the one I just did. Watch me mind fuck this woman. Very few people will study, will really pour something and study. Those ones who get to the top of their game. Most of you guys are jackasses. Sorry to say that. You have to do shit. You just want some entertainment. Sorry. That's just the way it is. Very few of you will pour over my conversations to glean the gold that's in there. And I tell you guys, start at the top. And watch how I talk to this girl. If you guys are trying to work on your internet communication. I'll be doing a class when I get back from vacation for you guys who want to learn how to talk to girls online. Okay? Talk to girls online and also learn how to do what I do to them, as I'll show you in a minute. Now, this is the girl that's holding a sign saying Property Player Supreme. The photo you saw is her kissing my feet. There's nothing anybody can complain about that photo. They'll try, but now, as I say, pay attention, fellas, I'm pimping now. Look what I say. I'm telling her, I'm putting all my hopes and dreams in you, baby girl. I wasn't. You can say what you want to say to women. Okay? That's what a player does. I said I'm a demanding man, demanding of 100% love and 110% love and devotion. Total and complete, nothing half-assed. She goes, then I am blessed. I will give you all the time you need to show me. And I will devote all my energy to you, baby girl. I was a player. I'm playing. I'm pimping her mind. My need for you is growing so goddamn fucking strong. It's pissing me off. No, it wasn't. But I said it. It makes women feel good. You got to learn how to say things that will get up to a woman's head, as I'm teaching here. This is before we even met, by the way. We're going to meet in 3 days. It's 3 days before Friday. I said, I need to be inside of you. I need to feel you under me. I need to feel myself throbbing at the edge of coming inside of you. What do you think these words are doing to her mind? You goobs. You entertainment junkies. What do you think my words are doing to her mind? I want to feel your ass in my hands pulling you to me with each fucking thrust, digging deeper and deeper into you. Remember, women read those novels with words like this in them. What am I doing? Giving them what they read. I need to feel the softness of your breast against my chest. Now, when I teach my mind fucking course, or actually I'll teach it, I'm going to start teaching it though, as a course when I get back also. Those 2 courses I'm going to be doing, internet communication and also how to mind fuck. A lot of guys, they do, as I lay there, they don't own the power. They try to put the power away in their writing. I'm direct and in a bitch's face with my words. That's how you want to do it. From you to her, not as I lay there feeling the softness of your breast against my chest, pressed hard. As I look into your eyes, no, I say I need your lips locked onto, that's supposed to be mine. Then I say mine. Do you see me doing any third person weak man type of shit? No, I'm direct. I'm speaking to her underbrain, her undermind. That's what pimps do. Bruising. Notice I use short sentences. I don't do long sentences. This is the longest one you might see, which I should have broke up right here at hands, pulling at the next verb. Hard and desperate, passionate and reaching. Notice how she's quiet? That's because I'm pimping her mind. They go into a state. I need to be like a force of nature moving into you, erupting, painfully sweet. I'm using certain words that will affect a woman's mind. Phoenix from the ashes. I want to scream down your throat. Scream, throat, here, feel, essence. Those are words that work on a woman's mind. You got a ton of it here. Look, I'm still pimping. To break you open, to take you to another place, to make you stretch and grow. What does she say? One word. I don't want a bitch talking a bunch of blab words. That means she's not in the state. I want her barely able to type. Yes. That's her submitting. It doesn't have to be this glorious, yes, I submit to you, master. Yes, yeah, no. All you need is just her confirmation. Yes. Challenge you. Then I say, I'm lonely. I'm playing, I'm pimping. I've been lonely all my fucking life. Surrounded by people still lonely. That's true though. I always give truth, you know, in theory. I had women, but I could be alone. I go to bed every night lonely. Nah, that part, you know, not every night. Depends on who's there. I need a place to pour all that I am. A womb. That's why I call my women are wombs. You grow inside her womb. You become a better man. You guys, a lot of you guys don't understand the nature of men and women. You suck. Champion for life, who would never lay down. See, I know the women want to protect her and provide her. I knew that way back. This is in 2005. I hadn't moved in with Jovina yet. Okay? Pimping her mind. But my point is, though, I want you guys to tell me what you think of the site. Now, the front page, all I have is a video that I need to work on that. Just telling you about the site, how to use what to click on, shit like that. But I like the black theme, although I'm getting ready to try a different theme on it. I like the black. Everything in black. Everything works for me. The links will go right to the forum, right to YouTube, right to my fan page. You guys didn't know I had a fan page. I just did a Facebook hangout yesterday. The basic dating knowledge. I just cut that up into 5 parts. I'll be uploading it because I know you guys' attention spans. Oops, this is behind the scenes. Okay, so let me know what you think. Put your comments below this. What you think of the new look of the site. I'm trying to make it. So that Google will like the site, because the one I had before, they didn't know I had my own information up there. They thought it was, you know, a bunch of shit, because they saw that those books that I put up there, you know, for you guys to go to was it Amazon, and that was blocking all the blog stuff. So I don't blame them. It looked like a spam site, I guess. I am going to advertise for the next couple of years before I turn 60. My goal is to stop doing this at 60, because I believe I'm going to be a little bit too old to be hanging out with kids. You know, it makes me feel awkward. It's just my own personal thing. Plus, I get jealous of your youth, by the way. You know, I start wishing I was young. And that's not a good feeling to have when you're getting ready for, you know, your last days on the planet. So it's hard for me. Now, if I was working with, you know, guys my own age, that'd be a different thing. But I'm not. Many of you guys just start off in life. And I remember when I was starting in life. So I find myself doing these comparisons all the time and all this other nonsense. I don't want to do that. Can't do that. Okay, Brother Jack, I respect you and the stuff, amazing. He wants to purchase a book off me. That's what I was supposed to look for. Okay, so if you're going to start with anything, let's just say your confidence is okay, everything's okay, and you want to be a player. If you want to be a player, this is what you want to get, and just click here. If you're okay and you're looking, you know, to get your woman addicted to you sexually, this is what you want. All my knowledge of how to make women come that I accrued while I was in the dating. I started way back when I was a teenager. Okay, I was actually in high school reading shit. And when I got my first girlfriend, I applied what I learned. Now, not to give away my ex-wife's personal stuff, but I was able to get her to have orgasms. If you want to learn to dominate women, this is what you want. Now, I'm the first person to do a podcast show in the dating community. And these are going back to 2000. These are a series of 4 gigabytes of podcast shows. I call it my player training because I've taught a lot of players with just these podcast shows. Greece 2000, that's what created him, was these podcast shows. While he was laying there in the hospital, that's what he listened to. If you go into the nightclubs, because 64% of women go to nightclubs, I've done this type of show before, how to meet women in nightclubs. All of my 20 plus years of going to a nightclub experience, how to pull women. Now, if you've got confidence issues, which the majority of you guys actually do have some type of confidence stuff, this is what you want. It's 80 days. You should be done within 30 or 40 days. These are little video exercises that you do. And I show you how to build your confidence. I expose you to yourself. Little 5-minute exercises. They're designed for short attention spans. Little 5-minute exercises that you got to do. By the time you get through, your confidence has grown. Online dating, POF, bam, got you handled. Or any other site. Need to learn how to dance? There you go. Combining sales and seduction? There you go. Texting? Girl likes you? How to become a real man. That's well needed in today's society after dealing with the feminine males that I see that on the planet. How to escalate. A lot of guys are having trouble escalating. I'll break it down for you. Public speaking. If you look behind me, you see all my public speaking awards. Learn how to listen. That's an important thing that a lot of guys don't know. Then, of course, my girlfriend, how to dress for men. So to the fella there, I have a lot of products. Go to my site, click on my store. Again, this is my forum. I just did this the other day, but I'm gonna do it again because a lot of people don't up on the original channel. They're not aware that I'm using my backup channel to do live hangouts. This is my forum. I'm sharing a lot of stuff that I had accrued, me talking to girls. I'm trying to teach guys how to have just a conversation. Conversation. These are old conversations. A lot of guys mind fucking. Get that in there. I can tell she's in that state. Good. I like it. I can't show you her photos because her breasts are exposed. She starts sending me naked photos. But this is a long conversation. A lot of guys think that you should only be spending one date and then going out on a date. See, you can't see her photos. I can't show those. No. See, I'm all about getting into a woman's mind. I don't beg for a phone number. I didn't beg for a phone number, in other words. I let women give me their number. As I said, throw the number at me. I'm closed for coaching. Need to change the wording here. I'm closed for coaching. Sorry. I've kind of reached a burnout period, a break period. So that's my store. You determine what you need help with. If I don't got it, then go look for it. See who has it. I had a gang of books from Amazon that I thought were interesting. I went through and selected all the books that I thought you guys could use, you would learn from. And I took it down. I have to figure out how to just do a page of it. I had another plugin for my site that I quit using. They were just to make a page of it instead of use my blog. I don't want anything cluttering my blog except for my podcast shows, my videos. And I'm now turning my podcast shows, put them in video format and put them into, as I said in another show, my Dropbox. And then that plugin will turn the Dropbox into the video, and I can now put it in here. As this one, this was one of the YouTube members and site members. This is a podcast show.
welcome to the show today.
Now, I take my show quality way down in size so that they're smaller files, because I know the majority of guys are actually on your cell phones. Videos will increase the size a little bit, but I may go back to just doing the podcast shows, though. And podcast shows, you can go right to, just do them right on the blog here. Let's see, where's one? Yeah. I guess you have to click on them. Let's see. Nope, that's a video. It says Google up there. Okay, well, let's go back, try another one. Past shows. Okay, we know that's a podcast show. Unless I turn that into a video. Nope. It's a fucking video. Well, fellas, I do have podcast shows on here somewhere. There's a lot of videos. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Podcast show. All you got to do is just press it from here.
Welcome to the Player Supreme show here at Deadmatch.com.
Ace and Mind Seduction.
Player Supreme. Yeah, those, welcome to the show.
I always start with welcome to the show. Okay, let's get back on point. Deanu Ball. Wow, this dude sounds so fucking romantic. Doesn't he Jesus, his mother must be proud, 27-year-old virgin. Fucking romantic. No, there's nothing romantic about Rufiano there, Deanu. Alfonso. This show was too good to be given out for free on YouTube, to be honest. This is literally the blueprint of the game. You're right, Alfonso. In this situation, you're actually right. If I had a Patreon account, I'd put the good stuff like that in there. Tops. But do you think the people on YouTube would actually pay for it, though? You gotta know the market. Would they actually pay for my knowledge? I guess I have a low opinion of YouTubers. Sorry, fellas. But I seem to attract a lot of brothers, Alfonso, American brothers. You know, not like you over there in England. Supreme, come to Cali, let's link up. Most definitely. Most definitely, Bangura. JR, how can I reach you? And I already solved that problem. Streetscape, just clarified David X, Sasha. I've already done this one. Okay, we're good. Let's get to the other. I'm doing 2 of these now. Let's see. Let's go right here. Rideshare Live. What was the original title? The original title was NCAAP issues a national warning, something like that. It was titled after the article. And my freaking article or my video changed. And I started, I deleted their comments. The racists were coming out. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I don't need to do that. I was thinking of the article. To make sure that I'm gone. I don't know if I'm gone because this is not the original title. I don't remember the original title anymore. But I don't want to be up there in the spotlight over this type of thing. Because this is going to bring out, the angry racist types, and you're going to make their silly ass comments. See, it also brings out the idiot black guys that make their silly comments. It's my fucking life. How dare you you do that with my fucking life. I'm the one that's traveled these roads. These guys that make these idiot comments, they don't travel these roads. And I'm always careful. Like in small towns, I won't get out of the car. I'll send Jovine inside. I know. Remember, I was raised during the time period where we had the two different water faucets. I was a little boy. I was raised when we had to pack 3 days with the chicken because we knew we couldn't stop anywhere. Driving from, let's say, well, one time we drove from South Dakota to California. Another time we drove from Seattle to Detroit, or Cleveland, rather words. And then we must have drove to Minot, North Dakota or something like that. I don't recall. But then we ended up in Japan. But I've driven, or I've been a child while my father drove these roads. And in some areas, it was not safe for my race because of the dominant society people. There are issues with us. We don't want to hang from trees. So to you black dudes who want to make a comment, oh, don't be worried about it, man. You fucking drive the roads. Don't tell me shit. Dominic says that's why I fly places. But if you drive, don't stay in any place. Yeah, we're not. That's not on the map. We're not. I'm not staying in any small towns. I'm not sure I'm going to take my shotgun. I don't want to get shot if I get stopped by the cops. They search my car, though. I may just go defenseless. Love is everything. Thanks for the comment. You seem like such a nice man, sir. Well, thank you very much. Even though I'm in a very debased, I always call it debased niche, a very low niche, teaching a low thing, how to be players. But it's what I did. Let's see. Okay, for the inner idiots. Yeah, I already talked about that. I can't stand those types of black dudes come in, make those goddamn comments. It just irritates me to no end. New bookstore, gone. We can get rid of that video. Elder Scrolls. What is your... That's already been done. Let me go back to the channel before. It was something I forgot to look at. Held for review. So MGTOW, you could say, is no different from the homosexual agenda. Men are turning away from women. I feel you. A lot of MGTOW still fuck with women. That I just recently learned. There are some that still fuck with women. It's mainly they don't want to get married. Yeah. Yeah. It's the ones who go there, who are failed PUAs, who are guys who are too lazy to work on themselves. They don't want to put forth effort. Basically, weak males that I object to within that community. I mean, the whole thing started from a weak male. It was started with two things: weak motherfuckers and motherfuckers with issues in the court system. They came together. Basically, again, if a man does his due diligence and does it right, he can battle women in the courts, as my son Donnie proved. He won full custody. He actually won full custody. Okay? Got an attorney. Elder Scrolls. Hey, I am 22-year-old antisocial male from Sweden. I've done this one in a previous show. He's writing me. He's just spamming me. And I've already answered that in a previous video. He ended up being, Middle Eastern guy. I know why he calls himself Elder Scrolls. That's like a name that someone in Sweden would use. Elder Scrolls. In this country, we have the Fargo people. They're out in the Midwest, like Minnesota. Yeah, those people. With that accent, Swedish. They have farms out there. I'm gonna go to get the Johansson. And they use names like that, Elder. They usually, if they're back further east, a lot of Amish, Elder. Daniel again. There are some valid MGTOW out there. A lot like the guy you played are just possessed. I want to say something about joining these online organizations and groups. Do you see me belonging to any online organizations? Do you see me joining any kind of groups? I'm the old archetype of men. I raised myself as one. I taught myself to become a better man. Like that scene I showed earlier with the two dudes fighting, that wouldn't be me. I'd be mad as a motherfucker, but that wouldn't be me. I know the best way to get revenge is by doing better. Get a better hoe. They just had started a feminization program when I was a little boy. It didn't stick. It didn't stick to blacks. It did stick to the Caucasian community. We see it within the Caucasian community. You Caucasian guys, you know when you speak like this, you speak very high and very, like really non-masculine voices. And I think you guys should really just move along. Move along! And you try to outdo each other in your social lives who have the least bass in their voice. I train a guy that's 6'2", big white dude, 7 years of age. Since I've known him, he's always spoken without bass in his voice. And I really think if we, and he likes to pause a lot, he really speaks like that for someone who's 6'2", big motherfucker. So that program has been in effect for a while to take the balls out of men. They started with the Dom society, and they're going after the lower societies. Now, this sounds like conspiracy theory shit. I challenge you who don't believe me right now to prove me wrong. There are books that are written about this, as I've said in the previous video. There are fucking books that were written about this. Feminization of education can be a turnoff to boys. Feminization of schools. Boys are lagging in schools. Has feminization gone too far? Higher education, gender gap favors women. Feminization of education, one of the 5 reasons why boys are failing. Feminization of American schools. Go do your own research. Are the schools a feminized society? Yes, we're boys, we're active. They teach us to sit there like little girls with our legs crossed and our hands crossed. And teacher, I mean, we're not supposed to say anything, just raise your hand. Notice how boys like to blurt out? Go back to your school. Or the more aggressive boys would blurt out when they had an answer. Then you raise their hands. Notice how, if you're probably watching me, you're probably one of the guys that raised your hand and was sat there quietly until you were called upon. They were starting that when I was a kid. Now, I'm 40 years older than most of you guys. 40 years. And I've seen each generation change to where in the early 90s, I'm with my buddy, not Craig, but Neil. We were bodybuilders. Looking at the feminine fucks coming into the goddamn coffee shops. It started with the Dom Society. They started that punk shit. You guys remember that? That started a lot of feminization, weird shit within our Dom Society people. Then it went to the other shit, the goth community. Bunch of fruits running around to me. It's nothing but some faggotry. Feminine fucks. They started the vampire worship shit. Walking the vampire a bund. If you're goth, you know what I'm talking about. I would go to a club on Sunday nights, they had golf night, all dressed up in their black little kitty outfits, their capes, walking across the dance floor like they're vampires with fake teeth. Now, my Dumb Society folks, I don't know what's wrong with you guys, man. I mean, from the furry people you guys created where you dress up in like little rodents to this shit, we need to start working on you guys to regain your masculinity. You guys are the uber warriors on the planet, in fact. You guys are the uber warriors on the planet. That's a compliment. Your killers would go in and kill an entire village. They'll kill even the grass, every bug in sight, with no qualms about it. Those are uber killers. You guys had thousands of years to perfect your craft at killing. Then you end up like this. And we could blame liberalism. Yeah, liberals out there. Now we got two parties, liberals and conservatives. We got also the conservatives, the alt-right, the racists, all that kind of bullshit, but basically two parties, liberals and conservatives. The liberals are the airy-fairy people. Both sides, though, still practice racism, which is another subject. All right, let's get on to the other site. I think he's already knows that I've already answered his question, so I don't know why he's spamming me. Okay, I've already deleted anything that was in there. All right, fellas, let's get back. Deleted it. Let me say hello to the fellas. Akandi. I ran across a same name, I think. His name was David. Akandi. There's another fellow out there with the same name, man. I was going to tell you that. What's up, Remo? Of course, you were here first, Remo. Elder Scrolls, finally. Tips on socializing in my new class. If you're in high school, I don't talk to high school kids. Okay? I think you said you're in college, though. I feel like no one will like me. That's you, by the way. That's you. You're creating that because you're Arabic or Middle Eastern. You're in a room, and you're in fucking Sweden, where they love everybody. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? There's a black dude that's on my channel. There's two of them, actually. They're both in Sweden. If you're here, you two Swedish, there's American black. Actually, no. Let's take it back. There's only one that's on my site. But we watched a video from a brother that's in Sweden. That's what it was. But he's doing history stuff, black history stuff. He's in Sweden. One of my guys on my forum, he's in Sweden. And he's boning Swedish chicks. Oops, don't want to show that. Okay, let's see what we got. Wait a minute. I think Leon's also... No, he's in England. Yeah. England, got an Indian chick. These things really drop fast. I'm trying to find the fellow's post. Well, I can't show you photos. Wow, that's fucking old. But just a show of proof. Icelandic girl, Alfonso, yes, Alfonso. Damn, the brother posted his game, his proof of game. And he's the one that had the audio files, yeah. Him fucking. I'm the first one to do that. And I love it that another brother followed up. Anyways, you got issues. You need to get over your own issues. I want a fuck buddy or girlfriend, but how do I socialize in my knee class. What's a knee class? I feel like no one likes me. That's you just doing it, by the way. Stop doing that yourself. Okay? Now, I'm not a socialization expert because I was shy. Does your school have any social IRIVY? Don't know what that is, programs? And he goes, no, I don't know what that is. Elder, I think I am both. I told you, Elder. I hate when you guys do that shit. It really pisses me off. When you go on, no, okay, Michael Nolan. He wants to know why when you stop whacking off. Because your energy builds up, women can feel your energy. Easy. Not even good, not even a strong question. That should be common sense to you. Hey, it's a black guy had a scary forehead. Michael Nolan, the true game is women choose up on the man. From my experiment of not whacking, you have more energy going. Now, think about what type of energy I had in the game. Because the more women you fuck, the more energy you get also. Your energy grows. I was like a force of nature. My thing is finding anal freak. I don't want an anal freak. I had that with that Greek chick. Believe it or not, she was actually Greek. I got tired of it. Nasty. Yuck. And I don't want to talk about it, Michael Nolan. I'm going to go on vacation. I'm not in the mood for downer shit. Weird shit. Supreme, what is the effect of ejaculation? Just curious. What do you mean by the effect? You know, a lot of people believe ejaculation makes weaker, as Michael Nolan says. That actor, damn, I can't remember his name now. I was just looking at him in my head, his photograph. There's an actor that he's got an Asian wife, of course, and he won't ejaculate. He won't actually allow himself to come. He has sex, and then he builds that energy up, and then he stops. Woody Harrelson. Okay, Remo. Depends on how you do it, David. When you ejaculate, you release energy. Think about it. You're releasing energy into the universe. That's why positive is releasing unknown weird energy into the universe. Negative, that's women. Them ejaculating together, that's releasing, unknown energy into the universe. Now, notice how in nature, we have positive, negative. Anybody ever think about that? Why is there positive, negative? Why does that create a perfect circuit? Why can't it be positive, positive, negative, negative to make a perfect circuit? That just shows you the wrongness of our homosexuals. I'm looking at it from the energy. What kind of energy are they release into the universe? Conde, I used to do it once a week. You must be all backed up. Cool. Let the women feel it. I'm 50-50. I don't even want to know how much you guys jack off. No thanks. Elder, what's your thoughts on bringing Asian girls from China? I see a lot of white guys do it. I changed the word there. Elder, remember this is an international forum. And show Elder Scrolls. I don't do the racial shit. We have a derogatory word, white boys. It slips out sometimes when I'm talking fast, but I try not to use that phrase. Black boys, white boys, Asian boys. Some say they're cruel and have game. I don't see going to get a girl from China as anybody having game. I can see them being cruel, but can't see them having any kind of game. So if you had game, you could get a woman right there in your own town. You feel me, Elder? You shouldn't need to go to Asian countries to get laid. That's what the PUAs do, a lot of them. They do that, what's it called, sport fucking or travel sex. They go to Asian countries where these women are desperate for white males. And that Julian Blanc, he was getting in trouble for, you know, you can go up to Asian girls and pull the head in your crotch and hump on their heads. That's part of that whole white privilege shit. That's why Americans are hated around the world, because we have this attitude about us, or at least our dominant society people do. Lack of respect for other cultures. That's a known thing if you're Caucasian watching me. You guys are known for not having respect for other cultures. You go to other countries and act like fools because we're from America. You got to not do that. We're making the America look bad on the world stage. It's bad enough a lot of people already hate us. And they're jealous of the lifestyle that we have. We have a good lifestyle here. I'm African American. My ancestors were slaves. Look at me where I'm sitting. Look at the awards behind me. Public speaking awards. Look at the books on my shelf. There was a time where we weren't even allowed to read in this country. And I've got bookshelves and boxes in my garage. And I've lost half of my book collection, my sci-fi collection. Because I trusted my ex-wife to pay the storage bill. Any questions, fellas, that I can answer for you before I take off to enjoy my Saturday? If you got a question, put it out there before I take off. Because of diabetes, diabetes attacks all of your organs. And I've noticed in the last few months, my eyes are getting really bad. I have a new doctor I'm really happy with. He's Nigerian. No offense to the Japanese guy that comes here, or Asian brothers, but I would not go to an Asian doctor again. They have a certain hardness about them. And they keep themselves distant, at least to black males. You know, I realize, I'm towering over this doctor, and that kind of makes them feel kind of inferior. But you're my doctor. You're not supposed to have these man shit going on in your head. So I've noticed that. So with my own race, it was so much better. I mean, this guy's so much better. Now I got to do a lot of fucking tests, with this new guy, but whatever. It's important for a man to have his own place. It is vitally important if you have your own place, but it's not a game killer. See, think about it like this. If you're a man, you gotta go out there and live your own life. You have your own place. It's part of the male that still has the child in him that still wants to live with his mother. I don't care who you are. You still want your mom to take care of you and stuff. Bangor up. Bangor's got a good game, but he still lives with his mom. So when you break those strings, you go off and you live your own life. You have your own spot. You can bring any girl you want there. You can't bring a woman to your mom's place. Well, some people do because their mom's not in the house. So in Bangor's situation, his mom's not at home. He's basically got the house to himself, I guess. Remo's got his own place, even though his father moved in with him. I forgot to ask him if his twin brother lives there. Remo, does your twin brother live there also? But there's certain situations where Alfonso, it's okay, Alfonso. We're good. Shit. Okay, so I was trying to keep your name quiet. I don't want Remo to know that you were the one that was whining about him, Alfonso. Because I did a show on that shit. I want you to see how it feels when someone yells at you or comes down on you. See, I'm old now. I don't want to yell at my students. I don't want to see fighting on the forum. Let's keep it cool, okay? You're not at the level where you can actually chastise Remo yet, because Remo, you're not superior to Remo. Your brother lives with you. Okay. What does your brother do for a living there, Remo, if I might ask? See, you said some shit to the wrong person. Remo's the type that's going to give it back to you. I don't care about your bitch ass apology. I already knew it was you. Ah, fuck. This is what I didn't want. See? Because I didn't know the background, he goes, I disinterested know that Supreme asked you to slow down. That I can't stand to see grown ass men fighting. Okay, Remo? He's working part-time after school. Okay. So basically you're the main supporter of the household then. You're living in fucking New York. Supreme's fine, they're just words. Yep. It's not just the words, it was the attitude, Don. In case you guys don't know, I had a situation on my forum. Don sent me an email, because Remo had success. I think I read some of his emails or his whatever on the show, and I said, okay, let's slow you down, because if you saw the I am contact, whatever that I showed you of me pimping, you notice I had a long one. I had several of those, pages of them, where I would talk to girls for a long time, because I spent time getting up in their heads. And that's what I want Remo to do, is learn to spend time getting up to a woman's head, to learn how to conquer before they even meet. I want him to be so deep in her head that she's just begging to meet. And by him slowing down, this girl already threw the number at him. I call it throwing the number when here's my number. Yeah. From the day you were in my inbox, the first time I already sniffed you out. We're not fighting, and just letting him know I'm good though. So I did a show. Don Afonso sent me this angry email. Why are we celebrating someone getting a phone number as if it's a big deal? No, it wasn't about the phone number. It was about his progress, as I tried to explain to him. And yeah. Don, are you talking about POF pimping? No, if you go back to the early part of the show, I showed you one of my POF wasn't around when I was doing internet dating. Although I do have a POF profile now that I use as examples to show you how many emails I get. I showed the woman hold the sign saying "Private Player Supreme." I showed 3 days before we were going to meet for the first time a chain of IMs or whatever you call it, direct mails that we had, and I talked to women for a long time. Earlier, I showed another one on my site of just conversation with one girl. I already knew we weren't going to meet because she lived in Idaho. She was from Great Britain, but she was transplanted to the United States. Supreme, how is a guy meant to completely control a girl when he hasn't fucked her yet? Read my shit. You'll learn how. You do it from getting up in here. Before I even met her, I owned her. She was ready for anything. Any type of sex I wanted. And I did everything. Everything. I tested her that weekend. I pushed her to her limits. Then I got bored with her. I was bored with her by Sunday. I was ready to get the fuck out of there because Sunday I drove home. I was ready to go. Friday, Saturday, went out to a club. That's where I got into a fight or a beef. And yeah. Don, which of your courses besides How to Make a Woman Come do you recommend? We've got to finish. Recommend for what? What do you want to accomplish? Michael says every guy should do 50 hellos. It boosts your confidence. Yeah. Now, I've been working with a fellow, as I said before, that lives in England, and apparently they're kind of repressed in his town. You don't say hello, but he actually went out and did it, and he's actually been growing from it. But it took him 2 weeks. He couldn't do it the first. He said, "I'm gonna do this," and then he had to cancel next session because he didn't do shit. I said, "We can't do that, canceling shit." But he got it done, and it was actually all right. It wasn't as bad as he thought it was. Now, I got this fellow to the point where he's making down the nightclubs. In fact, I got to write him today, tell him to make sure he gets out to the club. Truly enlightened. Good afternoon, Supreme. What book do you think is best for me? I don't know you, truly enlightened. I don't know you. I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what to recommend. I'm not going to just say, hey, buy this. I'm an honest man. Hey, buy everything in my store. Make me wealthy. No. Come on, what's your problem? Dominic, what are you trying to accomplish? To kill bad habits? Wow, I used to have a product on that a long time ago. I stopped selling it. I don't even know where it is anymore. Don't know. But I'm sure there are YouTube videos you can, if you just search for it, you could get the same thing, if not better. I'm not a good writer. I don't have good grammar. You'll notice that when you read my books, I'm just a guy. Truly enlightened. My girlfriend left me. Okay, Alpha. Left me. I want better myself as a man. 8 steps to become a real man. Nas, 50 hellos in a day? That's a lot of hellos, but just what the goal, Nas, is to learn to socialize yourself. So you're not afraid to open your mouth in any situation. Start talking to people. If you're in line at the grocery store, as I always say, talk to people behind you. Look at their cart. Here's how you can do it. Look at their cart, sit in the cart, and make a comment about it. Like, if they have spaghetti, hey, you have spaghetti tonight, huh? Cool. What time's dinner? Make a little joke. What time's dinner? I do it all the time. I do it all the time. So Jovita just rolls her eyes. What does it mean if a woman compliments your ass? Supreme? Come on, Mike. Well, number one, you're Irish. What ass? But seriously, it means she likes your ass, man. Okay? Compliment your ass. And you don't know what it means. Come on, Mike. You're begging a question. You're begging for actually attention. Much better. So your goal, fellas, is to learn to become true enlightened. I know that who you are. But since you're willing to be decent, Alpha, I'm willing to help you. Mike, no, that's the goal, is to normalize yourself. Yes. All of us, and I did the same thing. We learn to ostracize ourselves, put ourselves into a category like Elder Scrolls. You see what he's doing? You guys see what he's doing? He's in. Good. If that's your photo, man. Okay. Now I got detracted. He's in Sweden. Sweden loves everybody. When I was on POF, I got an email from a girl in Sweden. She used to be a model in this country. Nobody believes you. unless you prove your game. Talk is cheap online. I can say I got a email from a girl in Sweden. But talk is cheap. Talk don't mean jack shit. Let's see. Oh, yes. So earlier I said I got contacted by a girl in Sweden that saw my photo on POF, or she was Swedish. And she sent me her modeling photos to prove that she was a model. See, I don't just talk shit. I prove my shit. And I don't recognize her. I didn't watch a lot of commercials and shit like that or modeling stuff, but that's her. As I said, I proved my shit. Her now, she's older. As I keep telling you guys, I'm not some PUA dude. I'm not some internet marketer dude that got online trying to teach some fake shit. I teach you guys the real truth of what works in the real world. That's why I'm ostracized by the community. That's why they wouldn't work with me if their life depended on it. Because I would say something that would hurt their business. All right, back to Swedish people equal racist. That's not what I've heard. Alan Riggs, Alpha is, he's trying to be decent, so let's give him a chance. There, Alan. I think I told you my middle name is Alan. That's my dad's first name. And it's spelled the same way. I think that's the French variation versus ALAN, which is the Northern European variation. Why am I coughing? You're in the room. I just started coughing.
Are those all going?
I was trying those shorts on. See what fits.
Okay, so I have to wash them. So.
Okay. I know there's some racism everywhere, Elder. You're like the black dudes in the black consciousness community. They're so amped up on that's all they can focus on. There's one particular woman. She calls white folks evil demons or demons. And she doesn't realize that she's giving them more power than they're worth. You know, the racist. They're not worth all that much attention. Don't give the racists any attention. They're not worth all that shit. See, I didn't know. Don, I'm sorry. I didn't realize he figured it out. I even tried to divert in the show by talking about, you know, Don in another situation. I guess he saw through that shit. Truly enlightened. Fuck you. Every time I try to start over, somebody that tries to build, hey, expect it. Don't say fuck to me. Just say fuck it. Start over. Recognize that, you know, people remember you, what you did. So the product is $9 for the book. Don't even buy the advance. $14 for the advance to learn 8 steps to become a real man. But I would actually like to see you learn how to fuck your women. Now, there might be some issues. You are Japanese, right? There might be some issues in the bedroom, up here, mental-wise. With my product, you learn it doesn't matter what size you are either, because you actually want to back it out and aim it at the G-spot if you're bigger than average. I'm not trying to say anything. David Conde, Supreme. I want to get my own place as soon as possible. I feel like it's turn off, girls. I got my shit together. You still probably have that aura about you that might be turning people off, repelling. Now recognize that your ego. Everybody, listen to me for a second. You guys have what's called an ego inside your head. You've heard of the ego. The ego is there to keep you safe from harm. So in David Conde's past, he's had a situation where he felt rejected by girls. What do you think your ego is going to do? It's going to create your aura so that you are repelling women. It's going to show you all the things that will support that will keep you safe from experiencing harm. Like you go try to talk to a girl, it doesn't want you to talk to a girl because you might get rejected. It's a guardian that overdoes its job. That's all. Okay? The Unbreakable. P.S. I'm trying to cut 12 pounds in 3 weeks for a jiu-jitsu tournament. I've been drinking a gallon of water a day, and the week of competition, I'm going to water cut. What else do you advise? Cut all your carbs out. Meat and veggies. That'll cause you, and then do lots of cardio. When I was training for my competition, the first one I did, I was doing 3 cardios a session a day because I weighed 190, and I wouldn't have a 6-pack. I wanted that 6-pack in, and when I showed up on stage, I was too skinny. Don, it's Supreme. It's all cool. They are just words. Elder, I got discriminated many times. I get discriminated against here, but you don't see me hating white folks. I have a situation where let's say this is the counter. I come up, I'm standing there waiting for help. She's helping other people. A white man comes up. She goes him first. I've had that. And they are so used to it, they don't say, hey, he was first. I've had that white privilege stuff that they don't even realize that they get. Some of them are snippy about it. They expect it. But some of them are just not aware of it.
That's even
Remo.
happened to me.
Huh?
That's even happened to me.
Yeah. Wait. That happened to you with the Mexican girl, and she was serving the white people first.
Yes. And I was standing there and standing there and standing there.
Maybe because she knew you were Portuguese.
And then the white lady walked up after I was already standing there for a few minutes. Just walked up and walked right up to her. As if I wasn't even standing there, and I said, I spoke up.
So you experienced what it's like to be black.
You know that's not my first time experiencing that, right? You act like that's the first time I've had any issues. What? I'm just telling you. I spoke up and said, hey, hello, lady. I was next.
My girl wants me to go Czech Republic for a wedding. If she's willing to pay, knock it out. She's trying to show you off, Don. This is what I caught. You girls don't get none of this chocolate. I know what she's doing. I don't really want to go, so I won't go. Cool. What the fuck? Am I going to do in Czech? I am fucking black. I bet you go there. I bet you'll see some brothers there, though. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
we're everywhere. Czech Republic? Yeah. They're in Russia. There are blacks in fucking Russia.
Just Google it and see what the percentage of blacks are.
Well, it's going to be really small. They're African students.
You can Google all kinds of stuff. And
yeah.
just kind of get an idea.
I don't know if Don was born in England or if he was born in Africa. In fact, I don't know what tribe he's from. What tribe are you from, Don? I think I've asked that before. I forgot. My
If she's
bad.
paying for the trip, why is he turning down a free trip?
That's his own decision. She's asking if she's paying for the trip, why you turn down a free trip? Maybe he has to work.
No, it sounds like he doesn't want to go for whatever.
Supreme said that you did judo before. Nope, I did Aikido. Okay. And from judo rose Aikido. In fact, the originator was a judo master. And he developed a much more sophisticated, I guess, techniques. Truly England. A lot of minority people are just too angry to see themselves. What do you think what makes them angry? They're truly enlightened. Let's just look at my race or Mexicans. Well, let's look at my race. What do you think makes us so angry? And forget about slavery. Just look at now. I was born in Angola. That's right. Angola.
Oh.
Yeah. But is that where your parents were from? Because I know people travel. Is that where your history is from? Is that where all of your... See, this is what I'm jealous about Africans. They can trace their roots all the way back to the beginning of time. Mine stops at my dad's father. So I have to trace my roots through the women. In fact, it's not fair. When I think about it, it's fucked up. I can't go back to the proud African men. I have to go back through the women. Because it stops at my father. Fuck. I was born in Angola, came to Britain at the age of 3 years old, and yes, Supreme, she is paying for the trip because she knows I won't be paying for shit. She knows that you work a job, you only have so much income. So let her bless you. Don't be the angry dude, I ain't paying for shit. Accept the grace of good that people give to you. Okay? Let them bless you. I'm sure I'm 100% black Angola DNA. I don't know about that. You need to do a DNA. Look at your name. You got to do a DNA. You got colonized. I mean, the Portuguese were there. In fact, that's where they were fucking you guys over with that war and shit. See, I hear their side of it, by the way. And I have never heard your side of what happened down there. But I heard there was some bad shit from the Portuguese. See how you people are, Jovina? You fuck with Don's ancestors.
I did?
Your people.
The Portuguese from where?
The islands. Her husband pretended like he was deaf, so he wouldn't have to go to the war.
Oh, yeah.
Ex-husband. Yeah.
I guess he did a really good job.
Yeah. They tried all kinds of ways to trick him. Yeah. Her dad didn't go, but her uncles did to that damn war. Wow. And then her father's nerve to brag about Portugal used to own this colony, that colony. And I'm sitting there listening to it. I just want to unleash the truth of them so bad. The unbreakable. Are fruits and almonds okay to snack on? Fruit has a lot of sugar, the unbreakable. Almonds have a lot of fat. Okay? Fat and fruits or sugars. Does that sound like a good weight loss thing? Hunger is a sign that your body's digesting itself. So you need to look forward to getting hungry. That's what I do. When I'm feeling hungry and I've had my lunch and I'm waiting for dinner time, it's 3 o'clock. I know, okay, this is a sign that my body is feeding on itself. Now I'm back into some old shorts for my trip. It's good. It feels good. Our racism is a mental illusion that people who are too angry to see the true reality. Let me show you something. Let me teach you something. True enlightened. You guys excuse me. He's Japanese. He says it's an illusion. In terms of Japanese Americans, this could have been you. This could have been, this probably was your great grandparents if they have roots in this country. This is what America did to your people. This could have been you and your sisters. Oh, she's a Hapa. They even locked up the Hapas. She's obviously half white. Look at her brown hair versus black. Her facial features. This one looks like she's black and Japanese. They locked them up too. Are you serious? There is a black one back there too. Fuck, I didn't know that. That's America for you. A lot of you guys don't realize or aware that during World War II, America put all the Japanese people in this country in fucking internment camps. So that's a mental illusion, huh? See, you're young. You talk like you're young. Is this an illusion? They set him on fire and hung him. Do you see the burned off legs? Think about while you're sitting there in your self-imposed superiority thing you're doing right now. This was a boy. Do you know what kind of pain he died in? Think about the pain. If I tied you to a tree, hung you, strung you up, and burned you, would you not scream for your mommy? Would you not cry your ass off? How much pain would you feel burning? How much pain did this family feel for it to be an illusion? These two, and the one on the ground. These. Illusion, huh? Look at the kids. Do you think he deserved a life? Think about it. He had a life. Look at his work overalls. He was working. That means he will never get to have kids. He will never get to fuck ever again. He'll never get to enjoy a movie. He'll never get to grow old to see his grandkids grow up strong. Neither will these men. For it to be an illusion? Was it illusion that created the scars on this man's back? You want to see it a little bit closer? I'll be happy to show you much closer, man. Think how much pain he was in for every fucking scar. Have you ever been whipped? I doubt you ever been spanked in your life, man. I doubt you ever had a spanking, let alone a whipping. Need I go on? Look what they think is funny. That's not even funny. I'm referring to racist. Even the women aren't safe. But guess what? Neither are the kids. Now, when we just want to go to school and get an education, damn, they tied him to a tree. Burned the tree too. Look how his legs are curled up, trying to get away from the fire. To you Africans in another country, this is what they fucking did to us. Okay? David Akandi, Afonso, this is what they did to my ancestors. Look at this. Held them down and set them on fire. Let's not even go to modern shit. No, let's stay out of the colored shit. Let's stay in black and white old days. Colored, in color, no thank you. Times. Favorite symbol, the noose. The noose. So yeah, it's an illusion. Oh shit. My bad. I thought I did it. Let me go back up and try this shit over again. Learn something. Sorry, fellas, I forgot. I got irritated. I'm showing you guys photos again. This fella, as I said, the one that was burned. All you gotta do is type in Black's Hung. You see the ton of photos. There's a little girl there, by the way. That's a little boy. Little girl, little boy. Tied him to the fire. And I read about that. They would poke him back down with sticks when he tried to crawl off. He was crawling for his life, crying. What does it feel like to be burned? Look at this. You know what they did to him? You see his feet are off the ground. You know that your eyes pop out sometimes when you get hung? Here's a photo I showed you that I thought I was showing you guys. I want to show you guys the whip marks. Now, if you're Caucasian, you don't want to see this stuff. It makes you not feel good. I'm sorry for that. I'm trying to educate this young fella here. Here's the color. That's recent times. As I said, no, that's recent. Don't want to show that. We can live in a fantasy world if we stay in the black and white. McEvers. Women weren't safe. For it to be an illusion, this sure is some strong illusion shit, man. Strong illusion shit. Another burning. Giblet hangings. More hangings. Black people standing up. Maybe there's something they're angry about, that black people are angry about. You think? Did you ever bother to try to think maybe there's something that black folks are kind of pissed off about? Now, you missed the Japanese. But let's look at your people, as I showed you. Try to show you. I thought I showed you. You recognize your own people behind barbed wires here in America. Oh, but that was the past. You recognize him. Japanese were known for those round glasses back then, which they used to make fun of. Poor little girls. And these are ordinary, they spoke English, these are ordinary boys. They have slingshots. They played with their skateboards. Do they deserve to experience this in America? Your ancestors. But it's an illusion, right? What is illusion for these two? For these people? Racism illusion, huh? See, you're spoiled. You haven't felt this shit. Go talk to your great-grandparents and ask them how they felt. Now, they got reparations. Don't know what this is. Japanese Americans left internment camps. Okay. These must be people working there. She's Japanese. So is she. She's not. No, she's white. I thought she's Japanese. She might be something else. Some white people look like they're Asian sometimes. That's actually from the invasion of the Mongols. I see it in a lot of Germans and Eastern Europeans. Look at this, though. You should go actually look this shit up, man. And then come talk that nonsense. Okay? Sorry I didn't show the photos. Supreme, why are you entertaining this? Because I choose to, Alfonso. It's my show. I choose to do what I want to do. If I want to educate him on some truth, then I'll do that. He's not going to contribute to your business empire. I know. But if I can help a young fucker out, I'm going to reach out and help him. Because I'm a father. You're not a father. Okay? I've got that fraternal thing going on. Something you wouldn't understand right now. All right, I get it. I don't want to start any more trouble. My parents came here as children, 72. I know. I think you said that. I just didn't remember it at the time. See, but that's what happened to your ancestors in this country. Look what happened to mine. A lot of it, your ignorance is because you lack knowledge of shit. Look what's going on right now. How many blacks got to die unarmed for racism to be because the people, black people are upset, or Japanese people are upset, or think of the Asian woman that was denied access to one of those places where you go stay in other people's houses. Your race is not immune to it anymore. Asians are not immune to the shit. America's rised up and wants everybody out, including you guys. Yes, you guys have been model citizens, but they're looking at you too. As recent bullshit has happened. After Trump got elected, look at the Asian girls that were attacked on the streets, at school. For it to be an illusion, were they angry? No. They hadn't experienced this shit before. This is their first time ever experiencing the racism that, my race has gotten. By the way, Alfonso, when I educate him, I educate everybody. I forgot to mention that. Okay? You should spend some time looking what they've done to blacks in this country. I'll spend some time looking what they did to you, your ancestors in your country. Because I've heard stories. It was really bad. That's why I'm always happy to walk amongst the Portuguese, my black ass. Not that I'm making a race thing. David Kahn, I think whites want a world of just whites. There's not enough of them to control the world. I mean, to do that, but yeah. Yeah, white folks would like that. Who wouldn't? Japanese are racist. They cooperated with Hitler. Japanese are racist in their own country. I live there. They treat the Koreans like shit. They hate the Chinese, but they conquered the Chinese. And they had a different government system back then. I mean, they had an emperor. That's one thing that I think damaged Japan was America going in there. I believe it damaged the psyche of the males there. Right, Jay Supreme, how did you maintain to keep your women while sick? My women cared for me while sick. I don't understand. I've read about many men whose wives leave them after they get cancer or really sick for a long time. You find women that that love you, that really care for you. Because that's the nature of a woman, is to want to nurture a man. Now, I've been sick the longest, 8 years. She ain't gone anywhere. Jovina, why haven't you left me? Because I've been sick. That's the question that's asked. Not you, and not you personally.
You don't just leave someone because they're sick.
But apparently, this brother read about a man whose wife, or men whose wives leave them after they get cancer or are really sick for too long. And I think the women there, what you're probably talking about dominant society people, and you know their relationships are different. But blacks, we can't be just as bad as well. But these guys are just normal dudes. They don't know how to put a woman on their team. And if you think about it, she's looking, that type of woman was like that to begin with. She's the type that, oh God, there's nothing left in this guy to milk. And they take off. You don't see a lot of women doing this. It's just the small percentage of women that probably cheat on the husband to begin with. Would you agree?
Yeah.
That type of female? They would do something like that?
They're from the beginning, they're already.
Yeah, they're already a little bit on the shady side to begin with. All Asians are racist. I don't agree with that one. I think all people can be racist, especially in their own environments. Go back to the Middle East. What happens when blacks show up? By the way, you guys enslaved my race and you castrated us, our men. So, and you put our women in bordellos. That's why a lot of you guys look like you have black blood in you. Besides the fact that we go back to a certain period of time, this is nothing but a black planet. I'm not Arab. You're Middle Eastern. Can the fighting fellas. Arabs think black people are thieves. They laugh at their hair. Yes, true. I know the problems there. You need to show your real face. Because your real face can't be that soft and moist. Only Arabs slave people. I think every culture on the planet enslaved people at one. Okay, whatever happened to that dude Bushido Mac? Yeah, I talked about him before. I have no idea. He came around about 4 years ago. I talked to him about 4 years ago, I think, and I don't know what happened to him after that. Now, Bushido Mac is a fellow that his father was from another country, from Africa. His mom was African American. And I've talked about him before. I just didn't mention his name. He's the fellow that thought because he had a pair of balls, he deserved a perfect 10. He was living with his mom, not even working, but he deserved the perfect 10s because he had a pair of balls. Supreme, have you heard of the site OMG? Yes, nope. It'll scroll jam Persian by Armenian descent. Let's see what I know about Armenians. They believe they found the Ark, Noah's Ark, up there in one of the volcanoes or lakes up in Armenia. They were apparently the first ones to get off the Ark. The first whites on the planet. That's where white started with, was Armenians, according to my admin, who's Armenian descent. Persia. Long history of Persians. I have to do more research on Persia. What I noticed about Persians is the males seem to attract a lot of women by their looks. In fact, I think the guy that was voted the sexiest man on earth, he's from Persia. Not Armenia, but Persia. So Elder Scrolls, like my admin, he's Armenian, but I believe the admin on my site, when I had him, he was born in Iran. Because I guess there was some trouble in Armenia. The Turks treated Armenians like shit. And I've seen photos of Armenians, starving, and a Turk holding a piece of bread over them, and the kids were like bone thin. So every race on the planet has done bad shit out there. Let's see, and I asked because my girlfriend recommended it to me, and I have started reading up on it. What is he reading up on? Supreme, have you heard of the site? OMG, yes. What is it? The site's about sex specializing in female pleasure, focusing on the clit and all that. Read my book. Here's my problem with Dom Society people, Don Alfonso. They have different. You may notice they have a different mind than we do. Like they go in hyper focus in on that shit and they worship it, worship the clit. They'll create like she wants to get into sites and all the specialization. You don't need all that shit. Learn to figure the clit. Don't get down and make it all about you worshiping the clit, putting an immature clit on a pedestal and shit like that. You know, they created the furry people. They created punk. Elders said I don't have Armenian citizenship. My admin, he had dual citizenship. He actually went back to Armenia and got laid. I just got a message from a spammer. They want you to do that. Are you guys getting the people that want you to join the Instagram? Instagram.com/luxury GRAME. As if I would do Instagram. Iran have different races, even blacks. Everywhere has blacks. There are blacks in fucking Philippines. There are blacks in Thailand that have been there forever. There were blacks in, actually they weren't black. They're descended from blacks in Japan. That's why you have Japanese that have afros like Jovina's boss. They have afros. Okay. I watched a program on the Ainu, and it was documentation of this one Ainu. He would straighten his hair so he looked more Japanese. They've already interbred, so they've lost their original looks. They look like the Japanese with afros or whatever. But the Japanese were wiping them out. They were competing for the land. All the problems in the world is always over land, survival of a certain group of people. Right, sure. I hooked up with a white chick yesterday. After sex, we started talking, and she told me about a guy who asked for a dildo in his ass. I asked, was it big? She said, yes. Was he white? Yes. LOL. What's up with that? I noticed that back in the early 2000s. I was talking to women online, and they're saying that this was going on in the white community, that they're asking to get done up. And one was a major in the Army. This chick, he was a major. Tough guy. He would be fucking the ass with a strap on. But then I went to the site that used to be on called Fast Seduction. In fact, I just realized I've got all those past posts from that site that I need to put up on my blog. But this black dude was into it. And I cussed that fucker out. Every time I saw that trick, I cussed him out. They used to have a chat, IRS, what it is, IR something, chat crap going on over there. Right here. She described the dildo as flesh colored with, God. Okay. Oh, man. Now, when I say, what, I don't mean all white guys. I'm telling you guys need to police your people. Clean that shit up, man. What about what blacks do? I talk to blacks about that. We need to clean our shit up. Don't do that fragility thing that black folks talk about. Just acknowledge it, and you know someone that's into that nonsense, say, man, knock that shit off, man. You're embarrassing us. It's not masculine. It's not manly. Take a dildo up the ass, man. What the fuck? Someone's probably thinking what's been going on for a long time. Anybody from Africa know of any history of that going on in Africa? David? Fonzo? I didn't think there were. I guess there were phallic objects all over the world. Who knows? I don't understand why a guy would want to have his girl do him up the ass. That's some homosexuality shit. But this person's too afraid to go into it. I bet you these guys think they're not gay. I see him tell themselves, no, I'm not gay, I'm not gay. But yet still masturbating while his girlfriend does him up his butt. No, chill, bro. There are no dildo acting going on Africa. Okay, no, chill, bro. One day I'm going to master the English accent, and I'm beyond you, Don. Every joke I make is going to be at your expense. We were already practicing packing the 9 inches. Thanks, man. Thanks. We already packed 9 inches in Africa. Thanks a lot, Don. You know I'm deluded, right? So I'm not packing the 9.5s. Nas, I just saw something online about Africans for gay rights. Yeah, there's about 1 million of them that are arguing for rights now. And one of the chiefs I've been watching that going on down there, and they had a conference going on, and the majority of the elders said that came with colonization, and the Arabs came from Europe and also came from the Arabs. You know, fudge packing boys. But it's there now. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, bro. Do the best. Shut up, man. I've done my best. I ain't that far off, but obviously I've done my best. If the mirror cut back an inch, then you have our average brothers. But I've knocked some cervixes back. Don't worry. I give some cervix some headaches. That was the word said to me. Gave my cervix a headache. One chick, I couldn't walk the next day. You gave my stomach some pain. Jesus. New subject. Mm-hmm. You know, I was going to say, that's all you got, Don? Over here, there's some brothers, you know, with 12s. Right, we laughed about that for so long. He was on his knees and you had to spread his hairy ass cheeks. Oh, man. The imagery. Come on. That's just fucking nasty. A man shouldn't be done like that. There's a guy that I follow, Enigmatic Nomadics. He uses country music to start his vlogs. And I finally said something to him about that shit. You know, that shit reminds me of the movie Deliverance, man. He thought it was funny, but yeah, he got to tune it back after that. I think it got him his head too. Because I'm hearing that, you know, that banjo shit he was playing at the beginning of his vlogs. And yeah, squeal like a pig, boy. Wee! Elder Scrolls, these white gay pride shit is in every TV show. Gays in, yeah, I've noticed that, Elder Scrolls. I'm watching a series called, I'm going to give up on it because it's just getting too stupid, but Winona Earp. In my country, we had a famous gunslinger named Wyatt Earp. And it's about metaphysical shit about the daughter shooting demons and stuff. Swedish people treat gays better than colored people. See, we need our Swedish African American to come in here. I don't know where he is, but he missed a good one. So he can straighten you out. Because he loves Sweden, and he's from Africa. I forgot to ask him what country originally, or I probably didn't forgot. But I remember now Alfonso, he's from the country Jovina's people got into some beef with, Angola. Akandi, I believe he's Nigerian. So is Bangura, he's Nigerian descent. J10, he's Congolese. Remo, he's American. His dad is, though, from Antigua. He might be cooning. No, this brother ain't cooning. I have audio files of him fuck the shit out of these Swedish chicks. So the brother's doing good for himself, man. And this is where my shows usually get boring, where people stop watching. But I'm just continuing to chat with you guys. This is the Saturday morning chat with dudes. Now, the Swedes always keep out of trouble. You know, they go neutral. I learned there's actually a Swedish version of German. So we got 3 different versions of German. We got German, Germany. We got the Swedish version. Then, of course, we got Arnold's people. Maybe he got cash or something. He has a job. Supreme, how would you recommend best to use a forum? Recognize a forum is where other guys are learning, Don. They're learning. Everybody's trying to learn to become a better player. So we can't have that attitude, you know, that you displayed in your private message to me. That I guess wasn't so private after all. Try to be helpful instead of coming in like you're better than everyone else. And watch your anger stuff. As for using the forum, I'm the worst person to ask that because I use the forum. I go in there, I answer posts, I put up shows. And I sometimes post stuff in the African consciousness section. I don't even know what's in my own house sometimes. But the main section, that's all you need. But Supreme, no one is calling each other's bullshit. There's no bullshit. Remember, they're learning. They're learning. When you first went to school in England, did you know everything perfectly? No. You learned as you went along. There are some really good players there, and there are people who are learning, just like you. I mean, bullshit. You thought Remo's stuff was bullshit, though. And you're the only one that saw that. So obviously the issue is coming from you. Yeah, I agree. In the streets, at the nightclubs, getting a phone number ain't no big deal. But get a phone number over online, that is actually, and have the girl give it to you, that's a big deal. Anybody can ask for, beg for a phone number. Yeah. But to have the girl actually give it to you after 2 days is actually pretty good. But it's not what I wanted for him. You go onto this chat or onto the site and look at my long ass conversations I had. Look how long that shit is. And I did that multiple times with women. So by your standards, I'm way behind everybody. But then I got women that would bow down for me. Because I took time to get up into their heads. I was more interested in conquering their mind than fucking their pussy. Because I had tons of pussy. Didn't need that. So I was able to play and work on my skills and develop myself. The problem is that when you use only online dating, which Remo's not doing, he's actually going out. But the guys who use online dating as their only source, they get thirsty, they get desperate. Now you hunt in the real world. That's good. I applaud you for that. I applaud you for all the success you've had with women, and we were there when you fucked up. I'm the one that gives the hard hand on folks. But Supreme, if you say but Supreme, that means you're not agreeing with me. While you are talking to this girl and try to get up in their head, surely there are other guys fucking the shit out of them. So, what's your point? By the way, Don, a lot of women turn to the internet because they're not getting sex. Now, the girl that was in Utah that I made a slave, somebody in Utah, but there was a guy in LA that she did internet dating. She flew to LA that she had sex with. Then after I fucked her, I told her to go out and fuck a black dude. There was a dude in her local town that she was fucking his wife. I forgot about that. Because she went out and fucked this dude. I said, send me the photos. Because I was doing, the pimp stuff back then. And unfortunately, I can't show you the photos. But know that they exist. Know that they exist. I got them. And if you could look at this, you can see it. That's why I was teaching myself not to get my heart involved. Don, the point that I'm trying to make, but I think I'm wrong because I'm the student, of course. The point being, if you think you're wrong and you're trying to make a point, why are you? That's your ego, by the way. Don't say online dating is a waste of time, Elder Scrolls, because I've met tons of women. Tons of women from online dating. This is the cheaters. I downloaded their DVD, and I've also got a bunch of their shows. Let's see, documents. Ooh. Haven't seen these in a while. I think this is the one that said about the strap-on dude. I'll have to go back to that one. And this one, I don't remember this one. Anyways, dating. Where is it? God damn it. Oh. You could meet a lot of women with online dating. Does it look like my larder was not full? Hey, you could meet a lot of women. That's from online dating. Okay, let's see, Don. The point I'm trying to make, but I think I'm wrong. While she is laying down with other men, that man's energy is being put in her, right? So how one, I think he's on something good here. So how one so want to be a hand climb trying to reverse her bullshit. Explain yourself. Explain what, slow down. You're starting to stutter online. This is Candy. I'm talking to Candy. I feel like I'm in the middle of some strange fantasy, like something unreal is happening to me. And it's not like I'm thinking this is perfect and always will be. It's like I'm thinking this is exactly what it should be. Oh, this is after I had sex with her. I was scared to my bones, but I couldn't let him see that. But this feels like what that should have. She's talking about something else and me. And the fear, as I know you better, is dissipating. She was afraid of me. Wow, the smell from between my legs is amazing. I don't want to take a shower. Never had a problem internet dating. Never had a problem conquering women. Let's see. But at least with this man, I'm willing to wait and watch for the answers. She's talking about me to someone else. She said about me, he's very aware of his strength and his ability to dominate with little knowledge of the D/S world. I had no knowledge of D/S is that BDSM world, 50 Shades of Grey. That's the world she's talking about. I had no knowledge of it, but she's aware of, she's saying he's aware of his strength and his ability to dominate with little knowledge of the D/S world. I have many questions in my mind, of course, but at least with this man, she cut and paste what she said to her previous master. But at least with this man, I'm going to wait, search for answers. And she said to me, your energy is so strong, a bit overwhelming, a bit scary. People that intrigue or interest me are like sponges. You are like some kind of sucking machine. I said I was a force of nature. I'm trying to raise weak men up to become strong men, and I fail often at that project. You guys stay stuck in your weak, pathetic shit. It really has no relevance in anything real in the world. An alpha male in the strongest sense. Whatever. That's what you feel about me, that's cool. Perhaps even too strong for me. I know you'll argue this, but it's quite possibly true. If I'd entered that world, I would have been a force of nature. Hell, I'd be living a good life right now, but I got tired of being called master. I got tired of being called sir. I got tired of everything to do with that world because it's not me. So I use our conversations to teach. You make me chuckle. You sound just like a dominant. Well, I was a dominant man. Of course, I'm going to sound like a dominant because I'm a dominant kind of man. I'm not faking the funk, that alpha. I was the real thing. I didn't put on a label, say I'm alpha. She goes, nah, you're totally alpha. Just watching you, I saw that right away. Women watch you. They can tell what kind of man you are. Women, especially in this niche, they're in tune to alpha males. That's the only thing they entrain themselves to. And they're like little bobbleheads. When one comes around, they start vibrating. Their energy vibrates. I don't know anything about their world. I don't want to know. So this is my conversation with her. It's all about stretching, pushing. Really? She said she pushed back. Her previous dude had a bad temper. You can't have a bad temper in that field. I do know that. Because I know the pimp game. You can't have a bad temper as you're trying to pimp bitches. She's talking about her life. I was reading Rosebud's book where he said it's got to be 65% in you. And I'm recognizing that now working with you guys. If the game is not 65% in you, I see what he means now. That's why some of you guys are struggling. You have no game. I explained that sub is a female embrace of femininity. That's what I saw. I came for everything is about energy. Okay? Male energy is aggressive, female energy is passive, as I said. Receptive. This woman, she was actually half Native American, half white. She looked like a white woman to me. I couldn't see anything in her. Her mother was the mayor of a town or some shit like that. I talk my beliefs on female energy, and I pimped at women a lot. What I call pimping at women. If you guys are on the site, you need to really study these. Okay? These are on the site. I was going to show you, I showed you guys photos. Good. Enough done. So it wasn't hard for me convincing women. Okay? So I want to be hard, climb, trying to convince her to leave that guy and jump to your ship. Okay. My forum. Not my forum, but my site. She had a man. What was this? Oh, that's a podcast. The one I showed earlier today. She had a man. Or a dude that she was fucking. I think she had a couple of dudes she was fucking. So I was competing against two dudes. But as you can see through my conversation, I know what I'm doing. I knew how to put my words in her head so they had meaning and power. This is all me talking to her, what I call pimping at a female. I would never leave you if that's what you want. 110%. I told her I demand 110% of a woman. There, Fonzo. This is on my blog. This is also on the forum. Go read it one of those places. Study it, Alfonso. When I put shit like this up, don't just run down here. Start from the very fucking top. Study what I'm saying to this woman, how I'm talking to her. Then you see why she moved to be up under me. Saying property of player supreme. It's time for me to roll out. It's getting late. We got shit to do to get ready for our trip. From experience, you're talking from your experience. You're not talking from my experience, Alfonso. You're talking from your experience, right? Let me say that to you face to face. Okay. Glasses make a man look weak. I don't want to seem weak. You're talking from your experience, not mine. That's not my fault. Okay? What you've experienced in your life is not my fault. I want you to understand you're only speaking from your experience, not mine. It's not what I experienced in the game. From experience, I've had girls put their numbers on my phone, then ring their number just to make sure they get as well. Okay. Oh, wait, last point. I completely agree with you in regards to having a girl throw their number at you in comparison to asking for it. From experience, I've had girls put their numbers. Everybody's had that, where the girl would grab your phone or ask for phone. Hey, call me sometime. That's no big deal. But to get it online, how many times, I don't know if you do online dating, how many times do you have it online? But I would always not call them because I thought they would put me in the fuck later category. You guys see that photo of that little African kid going like this? That's what I feel like doing Alphonse right now. I feel like doing a meme. Those are females that I would call right away. After they did that, and she ain't coming home with me, hey, let's give me a call when you get this message. And I'm going to talk to her and try to get her to come over to my place. I'm at home, she's out and about. Come on by. It won't be that long. Just come on by. We'll have fun. I'll even give you some of my food. Because I usually get some food. I would get some food before I went home. I'll save a piece of my hot dog for you. Now, and then I roll it into, now let me give you the exact directions. And I'll give them the actual apartment number, apartment 2. See why I always get apartment 2 for some reason. And I say, just open the door and come on in. It's so fun when you're laying there and you're waiting and you hear that door open. I'm already in bed. I got the lights off. And I tell her, find your way back. I'll be in the bedroom. And the door closes. I've had that so many times, fellas. And they come on into the bedroom. They complain, it's so dark. It's dark for a reason. I want you to feel comfortable so you can get your clothes off. I love it when they come to my place. I talk them to come to my place if I didn't catch them that night. My buddy used to love it when my one lady friend would come over after we got home from the clubs, and he would hear the door open, and he would hear her heels click on we had hardwood floors. He talked about clicking the heels. He would turn them on. Then my bedroom door opened, and it would close. You guys have so much living to do. I'm at the end of my life, going down to the end of my days. You guys have a whole life to live, and you're wasting it with frivolous shit. Shit don't even matter, Alfonso. Spring that story sounds great. I'll start applying this. Please. Think of how many women you don't. They actually put their numbers in your phone for you to call them. You know, no fuck now, fuck later, fuck later. Text her straight away that night. Yes. Give me a call and get this message. It works like gold, fellas. I give you guys real world advice that worked for me in the real world. I'm not some nerd thinking up theory shit, meeting with a bunch of other gaggle of geeks sitting around a apartment complex. I'm referring to some PUAs I know that sit there thinking up new shit they can sell. This is the real shit that works. Okay? Gotta go. Jovina's waiting. Jovina, what are we doing?
What am I doing?
What are we going to be doing today?
I was thinking we can go get
How long was
our feet done.
I gotta get my feet done?
Both of us.
We get our feet done every year.
We're gonna go get a pedicure.
A pedicure. Don't clown me. You guys see my feet. Oh, you guys know better. You guys see my dry ass. My son, no offense, Alfonso and Akandi. My son teased me, damn, you got African feet. They always look dry and dusty.
Yeah, we need to do it today. We won't have time for it.
Yeah, okay, we'll do it today. Okay. Ahan was creating a closet when he was recording you. I think the whole time, but he really tried. He gave it a good try to be on our side of the fence. He put that shit aside. That's what he wanted. He wanted to try to live the normal life. And moving to San Francisco, he was around it too much. He eventually fell. And I warned him. I said, that energy's going to suck you back in. Because he had told me that, he had these issues going on later on. And I'm like, what? You mean after? Oh, man. But I felt something, weird energy coming from my clients. Felt weird energy coming from him. Elder, I never leave my house. Maybe that's the reason I can't get a girlfriend. You think? Hear the sarcasm, right? You think? Really, you get your feet done? LOL. Shut up, Don. You American men are fun. Yeah, no, motherfucker. No. It's you English fops. Hey, pass the Grey Poupon. We had some tea today. You tea drinking motherfuckers, man. I'm getting it done because she likes it when I get my feet done, because we're gonna be in these, my feet can cut wood. The scales on the bottom of my feet because I walk outside.
Yeah, his feet are real bad.
Yeah.
And they massage your feet. They massage you. They do.
Yeah, I like the massage too.
Leg massage.
Yeah. Do it on a regular basis. I do it for one vacation because I wear flip flops also. If you saw you're new, Alfonso, you ain't seen my fucking feet.
Don't show them. You're gonna send them all.
They're ashy right now.
You're gonna send them running for the hills.
See, I don't use, like Remo, I don't use a lot of lotion all over myself. My knuckles, people are always worrying about my knuckles. Oh, this one's not dry today. Being dry and ashy. We English fuck only drink tea. LOL. Yeah. You guys always talk about, yeah, it's tea time. I can see you do that with that weird hat you had on, Alfonso. Hey, brothers, it's tea time. Bro. It's tea time. Little spot of tea. No more checking for short guys with chicks on vacay. No more. I'm not gonna do that. Nah, I'm not showing my feet, man. Dudes will scream and run away. One thing about that I'll say about African Americans, y'all motherfuckers use too much goddamn lotion. Getting all slick and soft and moist. Like you don't look like men anymore. When it comes to your knuckles are all smooth and they're all small and dainty instead of some big ass knuckles.
Oh my God, you sound so much like my dad. He doesn't do that kind of shit either.
Yeah, her dad's old school too. He don't lotion up.
You got big fat sausage.
Clown my hat again. Yeah, I'm gonna clown the hat. Man, everybody clown that hat you wearing, Alfonso. Man, that's some fopping shit right there, brother. That's some English shit. That was some shit right there. That was worthy of some clown shit. You show your feet, otherwise you will lose all your subscription. Yeah. See, there we go. Cocoa butter. Nails. Nas, in other words. Talk about some cocoa butter shit.
That cocoa butter is good for your skin now.
We're black. We don't have to worry about getting all wrinkly and shit. Because black don't crack. Anybody see any wrinkles at 58?
You need to.
If I was a different race, certain race of people, my neck would be hanging and gobbling. I'd have jowls, be wrinkles all over the place.
What neck? You have a neck.
There's a neck under all this big ass beef motherfucking neck. I don't have a pencil neck. I have a man neck.
Baby neck. Baby neck.
Little baby neck is a man neck. Bull neck.
No, babies don't have no neck.
Yeah, but my head don't wobble.
Little head.
I'm trying. Now you guys got to try to clown me, man. What the fuck?
Wobble.
What the fuck?
Oh, so I started something, didn't I?
That little scrawny pencil neck of yours, man. What the fuck?
Hey.
And you got your little tiny pea head.
At least I have it.
When your head gonna grow into a real head, man?
Sure.
Little tiny head, big old body. How do you shave your head? I shave it. Do you still go to? No, I never went to a barber. I always did it myself with just a fucking the triple stripe razor. There's 3 different blades on it from Gillette, the green one.
Yep.
And I use, of course, I use the foam, but it's the sensitive foam. So my head's sensitive.
Okay, you put
Them razors been cutting the fuck up out of me, man.
Well, you're the one talking
I've got
about your head being sensitive.
half of my mom's hair and then half of my dad's hair. So some of it's curly, some of it comes out straight. Better off none at all. Anyways, fellas, I gotta go. I'm gonna eat my lunch. Am I having another goddamn salad?
We didn't have any salad yesterday. Oh, we had chicken.
And a salad. I eat salad every goddamn day for lunch, every goddamn day for dinner. Fuck. Time talking about shaving spring. I think I'm losing. Don, I've seen your hairline. What does Jovini say? Look like your hairline ran away from the front of your head. I mean, your hairline was way back there, man. I think it's time to, go bald. Shave that shit, man. Yeah, shave it. Goatee, bald head. That worked for Black Americans. You'll get all these blondes run up to you. Ooh, can I feel your head? I always got blondes. They were blondes. Never brunettes. I love black hair, but I don't like blondes. Blondes rubbing my head. So I got another head you can rub too, baby. It's better than this one. Yes.
No, go ahead. Finish.
What's this about?
I'm waiting for you to finish.
So I eat my glorious salad.
Unless you want to go out and get something to eat before we go do our feet.
No, I really got to lose this weight. I'm sticking to it. I'm a whine and complain, but I'm going to eat that shit. Every goddamn leaf. And I do eat every goddamn leaf. All right, brothers. I got to go. Peace.
I gave you enough.